One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. Please let me know if you can hear me. Our apologies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Y'all can hear us. All right, we're gonna do this. I do apologize for all the technical difficulties. I sincerely apologize, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I do apologize indeed. You know, I know some folks out there will probably wonder what's going on, but we have to make sure that the sound is okay. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to be in trouble for the sound system out here, most definitely. So you already know how we do, man. Mr. Clean B. I'm in the background right now, just trying to make sure that I check everything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Uh, we're doing good, man. We're doing good. We're doing good right now. We're doing good right now. Now that we got the sound, I guess that's gonna be our sound system now. I don't know why, but you know what I'm saying. But anyway, we are trying to make sure that we maintain. You know, everybody out are getting ready for that turkey event and all that. I hope some of y'all can see me a leg. You know what I'm saying? See me a leg over there. That would be nice. You know, a quite leg turkey-ish. If that would be nice, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, we are back. We are back. Y'all can hear me in the background. You know, play some music in the background right now. You know, appreciate everybody out there joining us today. Most definitely. But we are a little bit behind, so we do apologize. We wanted to make sure that our sound system, was working perfectly. So that way we can be able to. I think it's the other way. But yeah, a lot of news going on, man. A lot of news, a lot of things that we are facing these days. For those out there who are talking about, I don't care about politics. This is for you. This is for you most definitely because right now, we just saw, the election. How I spoke about that last week. How pretty much it's a good thing that nobody didn't. Of course, let's eradicate the folks who don't care about election integrity. You know what I'm saying? Those out there who thinks that if they don't win, then the whole world doesn't win. You know what I'm saying? But most definitely, those are the things that we are thinking of taking it back again. Make sure that I'm live. So I feel I can be heard. And I gotta pay some bills like in 2 minutes. So I don't know what you'll do, but I gotta pay some bills in 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Oh, I can be heard. I can be heard live now. I can be heard live. It's reggae time, reggae time, reggae time. It's reggae time, reggae time, reggae time. I believe I'm live on Radio Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? I'm also live on both on Facebook and YouTube, so you guys can catch me on YouTube if you can. Catch me if you can, y'all. Catch me if you can, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? We got some stuff to share. I know you already know Nancy Pelosi. She's going to retire pretty much. Not seeking for re-election for her seat. Blueface almost got in trouble. I don't know, man. Y'all be following all those news. You know what I'm saying? And all I can do is just all I can do is just pretty much trying to give y'all the news. But Shanquella Robinson is something that I would like to talk about today. I know some people are probably wondering, who is who is Shanquella Robinson, most definitely. So, you know, uh, praise up to to the Robinsons family. You know what I'm saying? 25 years old woman from Charlotte, North Carolina, who was mysteriously murdered. Right now, we are finding out, certain things that you know, that are pretty much disturbing. If y'all asking me, they're very disturbing. You know, things that I mean, if you have friends, you know what I'm saying. If you have friends, and then somehow your friends are coming back by themselves, or or anything like that. You know what I'm saying. So, but I just wanted to make sure that that people are aware of what's going on. So definitely, it's something to bring up. And also, I would like to give a shout out to my mom. Joyeux anniversaire, la vieille, yo. Joyeux anniversaire, maman. Yes, yes. Joyeux anniversaire, la vieille. Yes, God bless you, mama. God bless you. I love you, man. Je t'aime, la vieille, je t'aime. You know what I'm saying? And nothing's going to change. La vieille, je vais aller sur Western Union pour t'envoyer un peu de sous. OK, si tu me donnes un peu de temps, je vais t'envoyer je vais t'envoyer l'argent, la vieille. Big shout out to my mom. Big shout out to all the good moms out there, man. All the good, beautiful moms out there. You know what I'm saying? All you sexy moms out there who are just sexy moms. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Actually, let me make sure I pay my bills. Reggae time. It's reggae time. Reggae time. Reggae. Oh, yeah, we are back again. We are back. Y'all already know how we do. Mr. Clean. We got more music to play for y'all, man. But I want to make sure I pay my bills because y'all already know how we do. I want to give a big shout out to Gifts of None. Now, programming on KRDP is supported by Gifts of None, 12 Steps Book and Gift Stores since 1977, located on the southeast corner of Scottsdale and Shea, open Monday through Saturday. For more information, you can call 602-277-5256. And also, Gifts and None is also on Facebook. Most definitely. Let's play some more jam, y'all. Let's play some more jam. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Yeah. Ow. Ow. All right, all right. We are back again. I know some of y'all can hear me. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure I'm live here again. Let me make sure I'm live because we are live. I think I'm live over there. You know what I'm saying? I should be live on Instagram right now because what I'm saying? I know even Instagram will cut me off sometime, but it's okay. It's all right. I take the cut off. I take the cut off most definitely. So, but I'm glad that you guys can hear me. I'm glad that y'all can hear me most definitely. Yaga, yaga, yaga. Yes. Let me make sure that, what I'm saying, there is no, a technical difficulties. And I would like to apologize in advance for the sound system. Most definitely, we have to work on our sound even right now as I'm trying to make sure I get everything together. Most definitely, but yes, indeed. Big shout out to Mojave Kotu. Mojave Kotu, we have you live right now, brother. Yes, indeed, we got you live right now. And can I just say this, man? Can I just say it because this week has been such a fabulous week. You know what I'm saying? I had some ladies out there who pretty much hit me up. Talking about what I'm saying. I don't know about they're even young. I believe they're like and I believe they're like their 50s and over. You know what I'm saying? But I feel pretty good because at least this week, somebody actually told me how good I look. You know what I'm saying? So that was real nice. I felt pretty nice about it because of course, what I'm saying. I'm a shy guy. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I am shy, yo. I am very very shy. I know some of y'all might not believe me and stuff like that, but I am a shy dude. But it felt really good to to hear the other women not just acknowledge but appreciate a man's presence. You know what I'm saying? And all I did was just open the door, man. All I did was just open the door. Going to different places. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, hey, you know what I'm saying? How you doing? Good afternoon. You know what I'm saying? And there's just things just to acknowledge and give respect, to the ladies out there, because some of them are in need of respect, so we gotta show them some respect. You know what I'm saying? So most definitely, I know that right now, some of y'all probably like wondering what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I do. If you see the broadcast right now, please share it. Please share it most definitely. So I do appreciate everybody out there who are joining us today. I believe I'm on. Make sure I don't choke myself with the headphone here, but I believe I'm on YouTube today. I appreciate everybody out there who are showing some love right now. So yeah, so that was my highlight, man. I feel pretty good about it. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to my mom. La vieille, joyeux anniversaire, la vieille. Maman, joyeux anniversaire. I know she's probably like asleep right now. You know, so but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We are gonna play some music. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, no fake news. I know I got some news to share with y'all, but I want to give a big shout out to Lord Antonio, me like most definitely. We'll play some Lord Antonio, excuse me like, and we have some Bonner Boy, Last Lives. Big shout out to Don Brighter, KLLA. We also play some Maze Go, Well Travel. I love the music. Emmanuel Togolese, Reggaeton, and also my brother from another mother, Mohabi Kotu. Akeko, most definitely, y'all. Yes, indeed. And you already know, man, we are live right now via KRDP 90.7. Yes, and so if you are somewhere in Mesa, somewhere in Tempe, and you all listen to me right now, share the broadcast. Tell your homies out there, you know what I'm saying? Say, hey, man, Mr. Clinby is live right now. This brother is nice. This brother is sexy. This brother is ready for the holidays. And please, do me a favor, man. Whatever turkey you guys have out there, save me some leg, okay? I've been telling everybody out there this year to save me a turkey leg, okay? I'll be coming to your crib on Turkey Day to grab some turkey leg. Most definitely, yo. That's what we're gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do, okay? So if you see my face, don't be shocked, okay? Don't be surprised. I'm just coming for the turkey legs indeed. Yes, 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 indeed, yes, indeed. And we're all gonna talk about some news that the news don't talk about. First of all, I would like to give a big shout out, my sincere prayers and condolences to the Robinson's family, and rest in power, Sister Shanquella. I hope I said her name right, Shanquella Robinson, most definitely, who mysteriously passed away on her way to Mexico, which is something that I would like to elaborate on that. So I would like everybody out there who have heard of that story to please write a comments, or you can call 602-633-2662 and let us know about what you know, what you know about the story. How do you feel about that? Because, like I said again, I actually spoke about how a lot of time, the news would not, broadcast a lot of our stories, especially when a lot of our tragedies. You know what I'm saying? Especially when something like this happened, they don't talk about that. They only talk about the only things that they are focused on, just to generate the views or anything like that. But when it comes to our community, it seems that there's a lack of information to be shared out there, to be broadcast out there. So on the second hour, I will talk about that, and I would like to invite all my peers out there to join me. If you heard about the Shaquilla Robinson's story, which I'm going to read the news, and I'm also going to give my opinion about that. We are going to elaborate on that most definitely. Also, join me today, most definitely. That's what we're going to do now. I know we are doing this part, man. We are doing this part, democracy, America, democracy. This is part two. This is part two right now. Okay, this is part two. I know last Saturday on my comeback, I did the part one where I was actually talking about, the simple fact that democracy has been saving America. The whole world saw how people observe democracy in America, especially during the midterms that was going on. And yes, indeed, we are still having some election going on in Georgia, I believe in Colorado. I mean, which may or may not matter, most definitely. But we already know the setup. We know that the House of Congress will be run by by the Republicans, and the Senate will be run by the Democrats. Which it's already it's already in place. So whatever happens in Georgia, which candidate Herschel Walker and Senator Raphael Warnock, whatever happens, so that's just going to be, up to the voters of Georgia out there to make sure, like I said last week, make the right vote and vote for common sense. Vote not for your peers, but vote for common sense. Vote for your rights. Vote for your rights to live. Vote for your rights to, to accept great change. Great change, because the one thing that I would like to bring up, especially with this election, is the fact that, I wasn't surprised, but I was shocked to actually see, which, I actually predicted that, a while ago, but actually it came vividly into to fruition, to where I was actually talking about how folks out there, all those politicians who assume that, the public or the citizens, don't think, don't understand what's going on. They need to be aware of what they are broadcasting out there, what they are talking about, or what they want people to be behind them in order for them to go to some type of position of power and disrupt the right of others to live, of others to receive the infrastructure of what they need to receive, or healthcare per se. I mean, we have politicians who are going out there talking about, what I'm saying, eradicate Social Security. I mean, my good Lord, we have politicians. I'm not even going to mention no name because I do not want to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get in trouble. But we have some politicians who defame other, politicians out there because they feel the need of, saying something crazy because, hey, if I say this, I may get some folks out there to follow me up. But we saw the lessons. We observed the lessons. I mean, first of all, I'm in Arizona, and we already know, our governor, even though some folks might say that the election was fraudulent, which, so I want to give a big shout out to all the Arizonans out there who voted, whether you are Republican, you are Democrats, or independent, but you voted. You saved democracy, not just in the state, but all across the nation. Not just in here, but in California, in Nevada, and the state of New York, but from everywhere, America democracy has been saved. Now, what is the lesson that I can grasp on what I've just, observed, what I've seen, what other people probably will learn from? First of all, if you run an election, number one, do not run an election under the fact of that, of just focus on one group. Because it seems that, first of all, there was some type of defamation on both parties. Like I said, I am neither a Democrat, I am not a Republican. I'm in the middle. I am a neutralized voter. I believe that's what I can say. I am a very, very, you can say independent. You can say, I'm in between or back and forth, but I am a very neutralized voter. And when I say that is the fact that I believe in commons. I believe in, I will vote for what is my benefits. And I believe that everybody out there will do the same exact thing. Vote for what is their best interest. And we all witnessed that of this midterm, not just in the 2020, but this midterm. That's number one. Number two, if you have to defame, anybody out there, or if you have to lie about your, your goals while you're getting elected, is one thing that people can actually observe. I mean, we saw a bunch of folks on TikTok. We saw a bunch of people on Instagram. We saw a lot of folks out there who pretty much came out and literally were depicting every lie from every politician. Yes, indeed. Politicians are the greatest, the most beautiful liars in the planet. Yes, indeed. I mean, besides actors. But, politicians are the most beautiful, splendid liars, of the universe. I mean, you get yourself a nice politician who will tell you everything. I mean, we just heard number 45, who actually came out and talked about how he's going to run again for the third time. I mean, he's going to run again, which if you're a Republican, do me a favor. I mean, unless you are a fan of number 45, but do me a favor. I mean, if you do care about your constituent, if you do care about democracy, if you do care about democracy happening in this great nation, just think twice on voting for, of the same person again that almost, demolished democracy. Okay. Number two, I believe that we have, if like I say, if you're a Republican, you know what I'm saying, and either Republican or Democrats, I believe the change has to be, someone that can understand the public, someone that's not old in his 60s or 70s. I mean, well, 60s can be okay, but somebody that can actually, reason with the people, reason with the citizens. I'm not going to say in the late, early 40s, but I'm going to say late 40s, early 50s, maybe, late 50s, early 60s, not over 60 or 70. I mean, who wants a president who's mumbling on the microphone? I mean, big shout out to Smokey Joe, but we need a leader that can understand what is going on right now. I mean, we have Gen Zs, elected, in Congress. I mean, we have a lot of people out there who have been elected who don't even look older. They look young. They look, mature. But they reason with the people. They vouch for the people. And the one thing that I've noticed also is the fact that, if especially here, if people idolize or politicians, especially big shout out to the late great John McCain. If people out here idolize someone like John McCain, someone like any politician who passed away or JFK, and you are a politician and you have the audacity to come out and tell the people that pretty much they are in the same party that you're running to. Number one. Number two, you tell them to get away or to go away because they don't matter to your voting rights. They don't matter to your constituent. Then that is something that is going to be a great loss to your party, to your election. Because, like I said, the ignorance that was displayed, whether you from the Republican side or the Democrat side, the one thing that I was just asking myself was, what do people are focused on once they get elected? What is the goal? Because everywhere I was just listening to from the ads, it was just mongering, scary tactics. Oh, they're going to take your rights away. Oh, they're going to take your guns away. Oh, they're going to take your voting rights away, which will never go away because, of course, we have folks out there who actually cares about their rights. Their rights of, freedom of speech, freedom of carrying a weapon, freedom of expression, freedom of freedom of education rights, just so we all can have the same exact freedom. America is changing, man. America is a mixed race, man. Can I just say a mixed race without offending anybody out there? Because I know I look melanin and I look sexy. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much for all those out there who say I'm sexy. Yes, indeed. But last time I checked, we all getting mixed up in this great nation. I mean, whether you're black, white, Latino, Asian. Last time I checked around, there's a lot of mixed folks out there. There's a lot of folks from Nigeria who are meeting folks from Brooklyn. We're having a Jewish community, a Jewish woman who getting married to an Irish man. We're meeting a South Korean woman who's married to a Jamaican man. I mean, in America, it's changing so beautifully. Why can't we just adapt to the change and make sure that we are catering to that change with the people that voted for their rights to be protected? The one lesson that for those out there who are thinking of running again is the fact that if you are running for any type of candidacy, don't scare the folks out there who care about their rights. Don't scare people out there about their rights of choices. Don't do that. If you have to do that, you can wait until you get elected, and then your fascism can come out and into display. But last time I checked, this is America. This is not Canada. This is not Ivory Coast. This is not England. because last time I checked, the United States have to fight, the kingdom of England, what I'm saying, in order for them to get their freedom right now. We have a lot of people out there who fought for their civil rights in order for everybody, for the young, for the women out there, not just women, but single mothers who heavily voted. Women all across the nation who voted, young people who voted. And if you're a Republican, my advice to you is focus on the young crowd out there who actually care about their rights of their TikTok. Who care about their rights of their education, who care about their rights of financial aids if they want to attend school, instead of scaring kids out there, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old out there about, well, if you go to school, you're going to have a debt in your back corner. All those rights that was implemented for this great nation to keep that infrastructure to go away. But no, some folks are thinking backward and think that, oh, well, if I say this, I might bring the 1960s, the 1970s back to 2022, but not realizing that the TikToking, the Instagramming, the Snapchatting out there are actually controlling what's going on right now. I mean, we are having someone who's a billionaire who can't even control a damn social media platform. That just everybody are quitting. That's losing advertisement. Pay attention to the citizens, the real citizens out there who are fearing of their rights to be rejected or be taken away. 2024 is coming up. Yes, I know folks out there are trying to mangling around what we're going to do in 2024. Vote for common sense, that's number one. But run for common sense. Run your candidacy about protecting the rights of others. And not only that, don't just focus on the tribe. Focus on the entity of the whole state or the nation. Black, white, the LGBTQ, the immigrants, single mothers. I mean, everybody out there. You have to focus on everybody. That's why I give a big shout to the one that lost, the candidate that lost in Texas, because they went everywhere. They approached all the Republicans, all the Democrats, everybody who either doubted their candidacy or they are questioning about their motives once they get elected. America is a beautiful, great nation. I mean, yes, indeed. Of course, the Republicans are going to run the House. So then, I guess, we are going to be in trouble for the next 2 years, because Lord knows if somebody's going to be investigating some president instead of focusing on the infrastructure of the citizen, on focusing on having all those homeless in some house out there, focusing on not breaking up families, focusing on reinvesting on education, so then kids will not drop out of high school, so then all those kids will keep on the infrastructure of education, so we're going to have scientist kids out there. But no, I mean, of course, we all want to think backward, and we all want to run into the election as far as, let's bring this, let's not care about, climate change, let's not care about education, but let's care about, what we care about. The capitalism of America. Those folks out there who give us money. Those, folks out there who, pay for, the big corporation. Not the folks who go out there and vote. But then again, people get the wrong idea. So in 2024, my advice to everybody out there who are running, whether you want to be you want to run for House of Democrats, House of Congress or Senate, or you want to become the next president, the number 47. I don't know. Do me a favor, or do us all a favor. Run for common sense. Run to build a great infrastructure in this great nation. Run for the betterment of the environment of America. And don't just focus on one tribe. Focus on the whole entity of this great nation. Let's put some more music there, because this is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. And I want to give a big shout out to my mom. Yes, la vieille, joyeux anniversaire. Feliz cumpleaños. That was in Spanish. Happy birthday, Mom. Love you, Mom. And big shout out to all you Scorpios out there. I know it was a Scorpio season, man, but let's get it on, man. Scorpio. Yaggah, yeah. All right. All right. Yes, indeed. Like I said, it's my mom's birthday. So, I always I'm in debt with her right now. So I gotta make sure that I pay my debts after the show when I get out of here, because she might call me up and say, "Hey, Mr. Clean Be the Yaga man, I think I seen you. You know what I'm saying? Doing your little thing going on. Did you forget about my birthday present? You know what I'm saying? Look. Oh man, the volume is great. Thank you very much for letting me know. The volume is great. Awesome. I appreciate the love, most definitely. Yes, indeed. I want to make sure that I am live and direct. But yes, so big shout out to all you Scorpios out there. If you're a Scorpio, happy birthday. And I believe it's gonna be the Sagittarius, and then the Capricorns, and then it's gonna be what the Aries or the Pisces or something like that. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, mom. Joyeux anniversaire. Je t'aime. Mwah. This is for my mom out there. It's for my mom. So for those out there who think that, you know what I'm saying? Think of your mom, man. Think of your mom. I don't care what y'all saying right now. I don't care what y'all saying. You know what I'm saying? Mothers needs love, okay? You know what I'm saying? Moms are the reason why we're here. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for my mom right now, I'd be somewhere, you know what I'm saying, crying the river. Or if it wasn't for my mom, I would never learn the game real quick. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my mom real quick, man. Love you, je t'aime. I love you, mom. I love you. I love you so much. And I make sure that I will take care of you when I get out of here. Okay, so I make sure that I do that. And that's just my part, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to make sure I take care of my mom, because, you know what I'm saying? Because, mothers, you know what I'm saying, they need that attention from us. You know what I'm saying? So I got to make sure that I as her son, I give her, that attention, you know what I'm saying, mentally, financially, you know what I'm saying, but gratefully, you know what I'm saying. I gotta say that loud and clear, so you guys will not think that, oh my gosh, what is this man doing? Like, what is he talking about his mom like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, you know what I'm saying, my mom is everything to me, you know what I'm saying? She's my parent, you know what I'm saying? She's my soul, she's my God, she's the queen. She is the queen. Yes, I know. Some of those out there are probably saying, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We just rest the queen up. But like I said, I know some of y'all out there got your queens in your castle. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you run the house. You may run the house. You may be the big boss. You may try to like say, oh, you know what? I am the. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you need to pay attention to Barack Hussein Obama, man. When Barack Obama talk, you know what I'm saying? That's why I love that, bro. Because when he talks, he makes sure that, you know what I'm saying, he makes sure he brings up his wife. He said, ladies, I know I'm a sexy man, but I hope that Michelle Obama see what y'all see right now. Because, you know what I'm saying, it's all about that sexiness going on right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. But we're going to pay some bills real quick. And then from there, I'm going to make sure that you guys are welcome, most definitely, man. But yeah, man, let's get back in. Let's get back in. Let's get back to the show. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh man. Yaga. Yes, we just played let me make sure that I get my some Rema. Yes, soundgasm. Most definitely. I'm gonna make sure I get all this right. Rema soundgasm. You know what I'm saying? So I won't get no uh penalty. But I would like to give a big shout out to Native Health. Now, programming on KRDP is supported by Native Health, located at 4041 North Central Avenue, Building C, near the southeast corner of Central Avenue and Indian School Road in Phoenix, Arizona. Yes, indeed. Now, Native Health provides primary medical, dental, behavioral health, WIC, and wellness services for the urban Native American community. For more information is available at 602-279-5262 or go online at nativehealthphoenix.org. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm going to recap all the artists that we just played, via the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, most definitely, so you guys can be aware of that. Now, later on in the second hour of the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, I would like to share the story of the late sister Shanquella Robinson, who passed away again on her way to Mexico under mysterious circumstances. Now that I just got the news that the FBI is now investigating her case right now. So big shout out to the FBI for jumping on and making things right for her, not for her, but for her family as well. Most definitely. So you already know now for some news, just to jump on. I know Blueface, was locked up for attempted murder, and he got released for under, I believe, over $50,000 bond, in Las Vegas. So for all the rappers out there who still feels the needs of being gangsters, please stop the gangsterism because we don't need that right now. We don't need that for our kids' sake. Okay, so but I'm glad that he's out, and I hope that he can beat the skin, and I hope that it's not right for Blueface and everything. And also Nancy Pelosi, of course, she's stepping down from her role as the head of the House Congress for the Democrats. So big shout out to her. And we all know why she's stepping down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she has a great reasons. I was actually pretty amazed about her speech yesterday, how she pretty much acknowledged everybody, especially all the presidents out there who, what I'm saying? I mean, some presidents she did not mention their name, but what I'm saying? She pretty much, what I'm saying, for over 20 years, I believe, she served the people. And if it wasn't for her, we would not have any health care for every Americans, every citizen out there. So big shout out to her, and thank you for your great service and your great integrity toward Congress, but also toward the government of the United States of America. Now, before I go on break, I want to give a big shout out to all the Scorpios out there, because I know it is a Scorpio season, and I want to give a big shout out to my mom. Yes, indeed. I know every year, I have to bring that up. I have to bring a name. Yes, Kalis Nyawomplo. That's a government name. If you want to go Google that up, then you can, go to my lips and read what I'm just saying right now. But big shout out to my mother, Kalis Nyawomplo, all the way from the Ivory Coast, West Africa. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say West Side, because if I say West Side, you're going to be thinking, is this Ivory Coast in the West African gang thing? No. I'm just saying West Africa because, I like to give a big shout out to all my Ivorians out there, you know what I'm saying? So even though we did not make the World Cup, you know what I'm saying? We did not make the World Cup. But I definitely know that, we are going to definitely, you know what I'm saying, the next one, we're going to make it out there. But I want to give a big shout out to my mom because I know, you know what I'm saying, she's back home right now, wondering what's going on, wondering, you know what I'm saying, hey, like, when am I going to get my presents? Mama, I'm going to bring you your gifts, most definitely, because, you know what I'm saying, your gift is like a couple of weeks before Christmas. But I'm going to take up my mom, most definitely, because if it wasn't for my mom, I would not be this man that I am today. You know what I'm saying? I know I am not the perfect, man. I'm not the perfect human being. I believe I can see that vividly on the air, you know what I'm saying? But I would like to, appreciate, my mom's wisdom, my mom's greatness, for her ways to change the way I see life, but also, the way I see women. You know what I'm saying? I think Tupac said, you learn again from a woman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you were born from a woman. You know what I'm saying? You learn again from a woman. And for all the ladies out there who probably are wondering why I am who I am, it's because of the queen of my life, my mother. You know what I'm saying? It's her birthday week, and I'm actually celebrating her birthday week because I would like to let her know all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, that I think about her. I miss her a lot. And also to thank her every single day that I wake up, to thank her for her acknowledgement, for all the life lesson that, she brought to my attention. I know that she has said a lot of things to me, a lot of life lessons that to this day, I'm actually, living proof of that. I'm actually seeing the facts of it. I mean, she's very religious. Yes, indeed. I'm not even going to mention her religious belief because folks out there are going to be like, oh my gosh, why you? No, I ain't going to say that, but she's very religious. For every African man out there who knows what I'm talking about, if you have African moms that goes to church every Sunday or reads the Bible every day, you know what I'm talking about. She will read Satan away from you. Yes, indeed. But above all, she is the love of my life. She is the reason why I stand tall. She's the reason why I appreciate every woman that I see. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's my past, my present, or my future, and she's the reason why I have a high tolerance toward women. Whether they hurt me, whether they violate me, whether they put me into some type of system to where I have to be in death for life. But anyway, but the simple fact that the high tolerance, but most of all, the understanding to a woman, because it takes a woman to teach a man to understand the value of another woman. Whether or not some men out there may not understand, what I'm saying, the importance, the significance of why we embrace mothers, women out there. She's the reason why I am, respectful toward women out there. Yes, I may not be the greatest, individual, because I've been called a bunch of names. I think I was called, what I'm saying, a punk the other day, but what I'm saying, like I said again, what I'm saying, the high tolerance is, it comes from my mother. What I'm saying, the understanding, the appreciation, but most of all, the forgiveness. My mother taught me how to forgive. I mean, I'm not a man of forgiveness. I am not a man of of high tolerance. Like I said, I usually, when somebody step on my toes, if somebody break my bridge, what I'm saying, the bridge is just down to the ground, and there's no going back to that. But her teaching, her livelihood, her just letting me know that, what I'm saying, through faith, through life experience, I can learn how to just not just adapt, but how to overcome, how to just survive, but just be the betterment of who I am today. And I would like to say, Mama, happy birthday, joyeux anniversaire, feliz cumpleaños in Spanish, Mama. If you can understand Spanish, I know you do get some Spanish a little bit, but joyeux anniversaire, la vie, je t'aime, de tout mon cœur, most definitely, and every mom out there, most definitely, man. Just, what I'm saying, everybody out there, just embrace your mom, appreciate your mom. What I'm saying, love your mom out there. What I'm saying, because so a lot of time, we take our parents for granted, and what I'm saying, for those out there who only have one parent like myself, what I'm saying, or no parents, just if you have someone who's a teacher, who's a role model, don't take them for granted. Just embrace them. What I'm saying, because we are losing a lot of our good folks out there, and we need to make sure that we are holding on to their teaching every single day. So, la vieille, joyeux anniversaire, love you. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. We'll be right back. Yeah. Ow! 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 Yaggah, what? What you gonna do? Happy birthday, mama! Hey, we in the building, and what? 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 Let me put my hold on. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yaggah, all day. We play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll be right back, y'all. We'll be back. More music, baby. Yaggah. Yeah. Its board of directors. Thank you for
This programming on Radio Phoenix is made possible in part by Native Health. Native Health, located at 4520 North Central Avenue in Phoenix, provides primary medical, dental, behavioral health, and WIC services targeted for urban Native Americans.
I'll be right back.
More information is available at nativehealthphoenix.org or by texting Native Health
We are back again. Hey, we are back. We are back. We are back again. So we are going to make sure that my sound does not sound inhabit ringtone. Somebody's hearing me right now. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. My bad. Okay. All right. This is and big shout out to the FIFA, man. FIFA is coming up, man. Next week I'm going to talk about the FIFA World Cup pretty much next week. Sometime Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, we're gonna find a time. I just want to make sure that I get everybody. For those all the soccer fans, you know what I'm saying. It's out over here. I think it's over here. Make sure that I think I'm hearing a different voice. Okay, all right. We got that back. All right, so yeah, we're gonna do a little World Cup session next week. Was definitely so. We are going to pretty much kind of like celebrate soccer in Qatar. I know there has been a lot of human rights talk going on, for the Qatar World Cup. But I just wanted to elaborate on, on that story, man, because first of all, like the media doesn't really grasp on stories like this, and we all know how things goes. Appreciate everybody out there who will join the broadcast. Appreciate everybody out there who will join us, man. Thank you. So, but anyway, I don't want to get cut off because I have to cut the music lower so you guys can go on, on www.listen2KRDP.com. Listen to our, live broadcasting. And also, if you're somewhere on the east side of Phoenix, Arizona, Mesa, Tempe, Chandler, I believe East Scottsdale or somewhere around there, you can hear me live as well too. So, and also we are going to definitely, get back on our, guest, invitation, which will come soon next year. I know with the holidays and everybody getting ready just to leave town and everything like that. Big shout out to Power 98.9 Radio, man. Big shout out to y'all for joining us today. Big shout out to Mr. Rice One, M.I. Rice Ones. I hope I said it right. Was definitely yo, yes indeed. Big shout out to Power 98.9 Radio right now. Join us, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there join us today, most definitely. So big shout out to everybody out there who will join us. Bless us today. I know we are heading to the holidays. So like I said, if I come to your crib, send me a turkey leg, yo. Send me a turkey leg most definitely. All right. So that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? If I go to your Instagram page, your Facebook page, and I'm like, yo, where's my turkey leg? You know what I'm saying? Where's my rice for that Thanksgiving? You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you guys get that plate ready for me. All right. So most definitely, big shout out to everybody out there for joining us, man. Share the broadcast, share the love, because this second hour, I'm going to focus on the late sister Shanquella Robinson, most definitely. So I know that I've noticed the news does not really talk about it, and also I'm gonna talk about relationship, man. The 6 ways to become an interdependent couple. Who comes up with stuff like this? Like, who comes up with things like that? All right, like who comes up with things like, hey man, like I said, relationship is a hard thing to keep nowadays. Okay, you have to, especially as a man, any man out there who will listen to me, man, like do me a favor, man. Like I said, it is hard to keep women happy nowadays, man. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? If, you know, she, you know, you will give a woman, you know what I'm saying, the stars, the moon, and she wants Jesus, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is the whole goal is you gotta upgrade your relationship every time you are with that person. Whether you ladies too, like ladies, same thing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all want to be called queens. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all want to be called bosses and everything like this. And I know some of y'all are running the foundation at your house. You know what I'm saying? So we're all going to talk about that. Pretty much things just to keep it positive, all right? But big shout out to everybody out there who are joining us, man. Bless up everybody out there. But again, I was just saying on the first hour that I just found out for my updating about the story that I'm going to talk about, that the FBI is now investigating the Shanquella Robinson's case, who was actually found murdered. And I have to say that, vividly, because I believe she was murdered. I believe that, from the findings, from the report that I'm about to share with y'all, and you guys can give me your opinions. You guys can give me your take on the story, most definitely. But I feel that that is something that needs to be addressed. That's something that needs to be, talked about. That needs to be broadcasted to everybody out there. So, folks out there who probably haven't heard of the story, this is the opportunity right now to join us today and make sure that you guys can be able to hear what I'm about to read to y'all, most definitely. So, definitely, man. Let me make sure I'm looking nice right now, because am I looking nice right now, man? Okay. I mean, I'm sorry, man. Look, man. Look, man. Like since what, Thursday, yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who these ladies are. Maybe they came from, they were like angels from the grace of God. But you know what I'm saying? But when it feels good when someone actually acknowledges you, to call you sexy. I'm not sure if I'm being too much right now, but it's a good feeling. It's a real good feeling, and I appreciate that, because that's a good thing that we all need to acknowledge, okay? And fellas, no matter what, I know some women out there may be rude, but always open the door to a woman. Always do that, all right? I'm just saying. All right? Just for you, just for you, just for you, wanna be with you, just for you, just for you, then with you. Oh, I like you. I do. Hey. I like you. I do. All right, all right. Hey. Hey. Yaga, yaga, yaga. Hey, we back. We back again. We back. Yaga, yaga, Mr. Clean B. Hello, everybody. Happy holidays. Give me some turkey later day. Yes, indeed. And you know how we do. Yaga, yaga all day. We play away, man. I want to give a big shout out, man, to everybody out there, man, for joining us today. Thank y'all for your support. Thank y'all for actually being out here with us today, most definitely. I want to give a big shout out to Gibson on. Most definitely, our programming on KRDP is supported by Gibson on 12 Steps Book and Gift Store since 1977, located on the southeast corner of Scottsdale and Shea, open Monday through Saturday. For more information, you can call 602-277-5256. Now, Gibson is also on Facebook, so big shout out to Gibson, most definitely, man, for showing us some support, man, being there with us, most definitely, man. Y'all, you know how we do. Now, for those out there who are always asking me about my podcast, yes, we are going to relaunch our podcast, The Brotherly Talk, on Anchor.fm. So I would like to invite all my peers out there to join our podcast, The Brotherly Talk. So some of the segments that you are hearing from the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, and also some other flashback, and also some other prior segments that you haven't heard before, that we are going to relaunch them in our new upcoming season on the Brotherly Talk. So you also can watch us, and also we are going to bring us some updates. So follow us, on YouTube, and also you can follow me up on my page, on my Mr. Clinby, Facebook, Instagram. I hope I still got my Twitter page over there. But anyway, you guys can follow me up, and I will definitely share any information that I have with everybody out there. Most definitely, you already know how we do it. Now, this story right here, man, just grabs me, man, because you know, when I read the story, first of all, I'd like to give a big shout out to the Robinson family. I'd like to give a big shout out to Mama Salamondra Robinson. I hope I say her name right. If I don't say her name right, I do apologize on the air. But to the Robinson's family, my prayers and condolences to you most definitely. And I hope that you find the right and correct justice for your daughter, for your niece, most definitely. Now the FBI and the Mexican prosecutors authority have opened a separate investigation this week as we talk into the mysterious death of a North Carolina woman who went on a vacation late last month with friends in Mexico and returned home in a body bag. Now, her name is the late sister Shanquella Robinson's 25 years old from Charlotte, North Carolina, who traveled to the resort city of San Jose del Cabo, Mexico, on October 28th with 6 of her friends to celebrate one of their birthdays. Now, less than 24 hours later, she was found dead. Okay, now 3 weeks later, her family just wanted answers. They've been calling the authority, finding out what was going on there. The news that they received was the fact that she did not feel good. She had some type of alcohol poisoning, and that's what her mother received from the report. Right now, a few weeks later, the Mexican authority, I believe, sent some information to the U.S. government, to the FBI about finding her, Shaquilla Robinson's, passing away. I found her body and they did an autopsy. Now, the autopsy is very, very, very suspicious out there, folks. Okay. Now, it wasn't until her mother received an autopsy report from the Mexican Secretariat of Health that the family learned Sister Robinson had suffered a broken neck and a cracked spine. No mention of alcohol was included on the report, okay? Now, and the death certificate obtained by the Queen City News. Now, Sister Shanquella Robinson's death was attributed to a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxations, meaning that her first vertebra was loosened or detached from the base of her skull. Now, the appropriate time between the injury and the death was determined from the health department from Mexico was between 15 minutes. Now, there's a video that has been circulating on the air that has been talked about how, her daughter was being attacked by somebody else, was being attacked by another person while they were traveling into a resort, celebrating one of their friends' birthday. Now, first of all, I would like for the FBI, I want to give a big shout out to the FBI for actually jumping on that case and bringing justice to the Robinson's family. So that's a big shout out for that. Number two, as I'm reading the news, as I'm going through all my news media, trying to look at every news outlet out there, and I'm pretty much observing that, okay, so people are not talking about, yes, I understand there's a midterm, there's politics going on TV, there's the World Cup that's coming up, yes indeed, there's sports going on, there's a Kyrie Irving, the Brooklyn Nets point guard, donated some money to her on her GoFundMe to her family. I believe it was around more than $50,000. The man that we all, some of the folks out there are trying to vilify as being this anti-Semitic person, this young brother that they're trying to defame his character because of whatever poor choices of word that he used on his social media platform, actually donated some funds on her GoFundMe to her family to help them with the funeral. And I believe the funeral was actually held today as we speak right now. But the news media is not talking about that. No one seems to be focusing on our crisis, because if it's a African American a woman disappearing, or an immigrant woman disappearing, who cares? Like it's not newsworthy, because that is not that does not bring viewership to folks out there to pay attention to. And it's quite bothersome to see that there are some news outlet out there who don't really broadcast what really matters. And earlier in the show, I was just talking about how certain politicians needs to pay attention to their constituent that vote for them. And this is the opportunity right now to bring light into our social issues. I mean, yes, I'm talking about this, and I'm pretty sure that all the folks will talk about this after me, and it's going to go viral left and right. But the news media is not even bringing that up on their channel, which is bothersome, which is another issue that I always talk about. If it's not, a rapper passing away, or if it's not the issue about Blueface being arrested in Vegas for attempted murder, if it's not anything that shamed them, the community, or that defames the community, we're not going to talk about this case. This doesn't matter, because this is just a issue that's going to be dealt with. And we have another country that's interacting, with our government out here, talking about one of your citizens has been found in our land, and it seems that this is a murderous, case that we are seeing right now. But the news media is not talking about that. We can talk about the Ukraine war. We can talk about how folks out outside are dying. We can talk about how we want to build a wall that American taxpayers are going to pay for it, regardless on how folks try to butter up or not. We can talk about all those ignorant things that does not matter about our real issues. I mean, last year we found a brother in the desert, murder, and the case is still unsolved. We're having homeless people who are disappearing on the streets, and no one seems to be caring about that. Now we have Sister Shanquella Robinson that lost her life on the way for a celebration, for an innocent bash, for an innocent party with her friends, so-called friends. And which comes to my third issue, is the fact that, for those out there who have friends who, keep their friends around, keep your circle small. Keep your circle very, very small. Keep the people out there that you trust. And I have to say trust. Because it seems that nowadays, nowadays we're meeting people, when folks, once people smiles, there's a saying where be aware of the wolf in the sheep clothes. I don't know who her friends are. I'm not going to be on the air defaming her friend's character. But from what I'm reading, it is very suspicious for her friend to even hide the fact that Shanquella Robinson rode with them to a resort in Mexico. And usually when I travel with my friends, I make sure that we're all in the same boat. We all protect each other. We all have each other's back. Especially when you leave your town to go to a different town. You don't know what's going on in that town, and you are just a stranger. You have to protect your friends. You have to protect your circles that you are moving with. Last time I checked, that's what people do. Maybe it is my generation, or maybe it is, it's the way I live, or maybe it's just the way I move around. But last time I checked, if I move with people, whether it's a party, it's a nightclub, it's any events. Whoever I'm moving with, I have to make sure that we're all in the same boat. First of all, we are safe. That's number one. Safety first. Because you have to be safe in order to enjoy yourself, right? Right. But she didn't even get the chance to even arrive to her destination. In less than 24 hours, she was pronounced dead. And her friends are calling her parents, her family members, talking about she had alcohol. First, it was an alcohol poisoning. Then it was she passed away over alcohol, and they are coming by themselves without the daughter with them. Now I have a daughter. I have nieces. I have goddaughters. And stories like this usually bothers me because I usually give advice to my goddaughters, my daughters out there to stay away from bullies, to be aware of the bullies, be aware of folks out there who don't care about you, who are just there just to use you, use whatever you have, be opportunist. And her friends seems to me like they are opportunistic friends. Because somehow they did not care about her well-being, they did not care about her safety, they just pretty much care about themselves, went to a destination, came back safe without her, and there are viral videos that are going left and right. They are going left and right about her fighting another person, another female. And somehow the news media is not captivated by that, or nobody seems to be caring about that issue because somehow it does not affect our bottom line. It doesn't affect our community. It doesn't affect your household, because last time I checked, anybody can lose a child. Anybody can lose a loved one. Anybody can be hurt, can be traumatized by what the Robinson's family is going through right now, especially losing your loved one far away from you. And that's something that we all have to be mindful. Be mindful about the folks that we are around. I was listening to Mr. Farrakhan, and I believe the rapper Rakim, where the one thing they kept saying is to keep your circle small, whether it's business or friendship, but in life, just to keep your circle small. And there's a great significant reason for that, because her friends, the 6 people that rode with her to that resort, which they actually have it prepared, they got it ready, everything was ready, but somehow she came by her, she did not come back with her friends. That should tell you what kind of friends are they. Now, I'm not going to be here and say, oh, well, her friends probably were afraid. Well, if you are afraid, first of all, if you're afraid, if you feel that an accident happened, you should be able to contact the family immediately. Immediately. Like there is no if, but, when. There's no time consuming. Once something happened, if you feel that there's an accidental issue that happened, you have to contact the family. You have to report that immediately. That's number one. Number two, the stories are changing. The stories are changing every single time. When the parents are asking for what happened, they are not being full front with what they are saying. They are not being honest with what they are sharing with the family. And those type of friends are not supposed to be around folks like that. And I can tell, from the news, from her peers, from what I'm hearing, around her, from the news that I gather around, for me to actually express out of, it seems that she was a good person. She was a goal oriented. She had a family backing. So maybe her friends were just maybe she triggered somebody at that at that resort or on the trip to the point that her friends were not protective of her. And to me, that is another way of just calling somebody a bully. Because first of all, if your friend is going to a fight, like I said earlier, I just said if I ride with my peoples, I have to make sure first of all they're safe. In order for everyone to have fun, we have to be safe. Whether you're going to a nightclub, whether you're going to a big festival, wherever you're going to church, wherever you're going to, you want to make sure safety is number one. And number two, you enjoy the scenery of what you are observing. I mean, we can be here and talk about how the news media doesn't even want to talk about stuff like this. But the last thing I would like to give everybody out there is to be aware of the friends that you have around you. Be aware of the company that you keep, especially the company that you keep every single day. There will be folks out there who will pretend to be the best of best friends to you. But their goal is not to be your best friend. Their goal is to be an opportunist or to take advantage of your kindness. And be aware of those folks out there who are just opportunists. Rest in power, Sister Shanquella Robinson's and I hope that the FBI find the right and the correct justice for her family. We'll be right back. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Yaggah, Yaggah. All right. Yes. You know, I think one of my phones is about to die, so let me make sure I save my phone and the heart wait, man. I do apologize for everybody out there. But yes, indeed, we are going to talk about love, man. I don't know why I talk about love every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like these people out here, it's like they want to talk about love. But I found some good things that is very, very inspiring because I feel that excuse me, I'm trying to make sure that I save my battery. You know what I'm saying? While we do this, let me make sure I shut everything up right now so we can be able to save up all the little energy spirit right now. Okay. We're gonna take a break real quick. We're gonna take a real quick break and I'll be right back. Enjoy the music, enjoy the music, enjoy the music. Indeed, so you already know what time it is. So I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do some World Cup activity going on next Saturday, next week, so we can find out who is going to be your team to support. But I would like to let you know most definitely that one way listeners like yourself can support KLDP is by becoming one of our sustaining donors. Your financial gift support the diverse programming you hear on KLDP. It also provides opportunity for youth entered in member of the Valley community to learn radio broadcasting and for coverage of local and cultural politics. And don't forget your financial contribution is tax deductible. For more information or to sign up on to become a KRDP sustained donor, call 602-254-6636 or visit our website www.listen2krdp.com and click on the donate button on the top menu. We thank you for your generous support of KRDP. Yes, indeed. Now, I know this is that time right here. This is that time right now. Everybody out there asking me about 6 ways to become an interdependent couple. I was reading that up and I thought this was some type of flukes, but I didn't realize that it was actually, pretty interesting. Especially now we are moving to to the holidays. Everybody are looking for somebody to hug on right now. Start the hugging season, if I should say that. Can I say hugging season without being in trouble by saying hugging season? You know what I'm saying? But But from what I found about interdependencies, it's an important aspect of a successful relationship. Now, every relationship is founded on a solid foundation of communication, yes, respect, and trust. Most significantly, neither partner unnecessarily rely on the other. Now, they both understand that there are their own people within the relationship, yes, indeed, despite maintaining mutual respect for each other's limits. They have a deep emotional bond in the relationship. Interdependent is striking a balance between oneself and another, acknowledging that both partners are striving to be present and attend to each other physical and emotional needs in a way that are appropriate and significant. I'll be saying, I told y'all that before. I said that, man. I said that already. You know what I'm saying? I have to bring y'all English dictionary for y'all to understand what I was just talking about the other day. And this is called the interdependent couple, meaning, yes, you have to compromise, man. You got to compromise. You have to, yes, you can be yourself, you can be the boss, but when it comes to for you and your significant other, you got to come together. You got to compromise, just like Republicans and Democrats. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say yes, as long as we both agree. That's what I'm just saying. Now, I found the 6 ways to become an interdependent couple. For those out there who are into that couple relationship thing going on, big shout out to y'all. Save your relationship, keep your relationship intact. Most definitely, just save love, because it seems like right now people are lacking of love. It seems like love is like a short-term notice, like a eviction notice. Like, you know what I'm saying? I give you 30 days. You know what I'm saying? After 3 days, I'm coming and I'm picking up my belongings and no more. No more for you. You know what I'm saying? But I got 6 ways to become an interdependent couple. For those out there who believe in love, for those out there who believe in coming together, I believe that those are the things that we all can use. Even myself, because I believe in 2023, I might look for a third wife. I don't know. I think I said a second wife, but I think a third wife. But anyway, all I'm saying is I'm seeking for love as well. Okay, so 6 ways to become an interdependent couple. Number 1, become aware of your emotion patterns. Man, I'm loving this, man. Like, a lot of times some people, they act, up on their own impulsive without realizing that their actions can also create a reaction. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you are mad at somebody, or if you mad at somebody out on the outside and you come in your house, and then your hubby or your wife is like telling you how you're doing, and then you giving her or you giving him the cold shoulder. That right there is not something that you should be doing. Like you cannot use those type of emotion, sent to to discard someone that's actually giving you some type of acknowledgement. Like you have to be able to be aware of those emotions. But if you're a crazy person, be able to control your craziness. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? If you are very emotional crazy, say be able to control, not just say eradicate that's impossible, but be able to control that craziness. But you know what? I'm crazy, but I'm gonna give it a little bit of that until what I'm saying. But since we are together, let's be able to be adult like, what I'm saying, have a conversation, be able to talk, communicate, what I'm saying, and respect each other without trying to step over each other's boundaries or step over each other's words left and right. You know what I'm saying? And become aware of your emotion patterns. Number two, increase your self-awareness. Yes, man, I'm telling y'all, man, like fellas, this is for my fellas out there, man. Fellas, I'm telling you, man, if you're in a relationship with a woman and you've been with her for 5 years, 6 years, just you have to pay attention to her moves now. Ladies, too, you too, ladies. You know what I'm saying? If you are in a relationship with someone for a long, long time, and it's still the same old song for the last few years, that means some things gotta change. Some things gotta change, ladies and gentlemen. That means, fellas, pay attention to your ladies' moves. Pay attention to her words. Metaphorically, yes, indeed. Just pay attention to everything that's going on. Be self-aware, not just to you, but to what's going on in your foundation. Now, number three, work on assertive communication together. Man, can we just stop talking about communication? Because every time I come out here, I always have to bring up communication to all of y'all out there. Because communication is the key of success. Communication brings people together. Without communication, there's no understanding. Without communication, there's chaos. Without communication, there's war. Especially when it comes to a couple. Yes, there's like a war going on. But what I'm saying is, if you don't address your communication, if you don't address that up to your significant other, how can you be able to understand what's going on in your foundation or into your relationship? That's what I'm just saying. That's what I'm just saying. So those tips are actually very interdependent for those couples out there to use. Number four, before I even let y'all go a little bit. Number four, invest in yourself. Yes, investing in yourself doesn't mean that you're selfish. It doesn't mean that you're not thinking of the other person. It means that you're thinking of yourself, because if you are strong within yourself, you can be able to, strengthen your significant other. You can be able to strengthen your foundation. You can be able to be, healthy, physically, mentally, financially. All those, you have to be able to do those aspects. Invest in yourself is going to be a great tip to, into your interdependent couple. Now, number five, treat your relationship like a third person. Yes, indeed. Just treat like a government. Like relationship is like a business. I mean, for those out there who don't want to agree with me, it's like a business. It's like a social contract, okay, a business social contract. I mean, if you meet somebody, especially if you go on a date, of course, what do you do on a date? You spend money, right? You do spend money, and what you want to find about that person, about what their do's and don'ts, right? Yes, we all trying to find those accolades. Yes, indeed. But then again, when we come together, yes, we have ourselves, we have the persons, but we also have the relationship. The relationship doesn't mean that it's about me or it's about my significant other. It's about us. It's about what can we do to compromise in order to strengthen the relationship, to strengthen love amongst each other. That's what it is, man. The third person, love is the third party, yo. Can I just say that love is the third party for you and your significant other? That's what I said. Now, finally, before I leave, man, find a shared activity that's not an errand. Oh man, that's why I miss my ex-girlfriend. Because you know what? One of the activities I used to do with my exes was the fact that we used to play video games. Yes. I used to play video games, man. I'm not ashamed by saying that. I am not ashamed by saying that I play video game with my ex. girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? Or I play sports, or do something that's like, that's not a date, that's not like going, that's not spending money. I mean, you can do some activities that will kind of like enhance your togetherness. I like to work out, you know what I'm saying? And, I like to walk into the mountains. Besides playing video games or besides watching a movie, you know what I'm saying? Netflix and chill. Do something. I mean, I know some people do not like to talk about politics, but those are things that can be able to find out the person that you are with. What do they like? What do they like to do? Do they like to go to the fair? Do they want to go somewhere where they can be able to enjoy themselves? I mean, things like that, to be able to bring that togetherness, to be able to enhance your interdependence into your relationship. Those are the 6 ways right there. Six simple ways, man. You know what I'm saying, to enhance your relationship. For those out there who wants to become an interdependent couple. Yes, you can be by yourself. You can be solo, but once you come, in that company of your relationship, you got to compromise at the end of the day. And before I let y'all leave, do not go to sleep angry. Whatever you do, talk about it. Communicate before you go to sleep. Don't go to sleep angry, y'all. That's what I gotta say. Now, before I let y'all go, I want to say thank you for everybody out there for joining me today. Big shout out to my mom for blessing me up. La vieille, joyeux anniversaire, maman, joyeux anniversaire. En Côte d'Ivoire, yes. And happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there that I did not say happy birthday to all of y'all. And cherish your parents. Cherish your parents. If your parents is next to you, man, give them a hug. Call your mom and dad. Let them know that you love them, that you care for them, that you would take care of them every single day. Because if it wasn't for our parents, we wouldn't be here today. Okay, they're the reason why we are here today. If it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't be out here right now, making sure that I'll give you all the Yaggah Women Radiocast and make sure I send her some of that Western Union money. That's how we do it, baby. Let's go. I'll be back next Saturday. Yaggah, yaggah, yaggah. Thank you. I see y'all. Bless up. And happy Turkey Day. Yes. Woo. All right. Yes. Everybody, man, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining me today. You guys are so humbling. You guys are so nice, so genuine. What can I say? Yes, indeed. Yaggah, yaggah all day, every day. But anyway, I would like to give a shout out to the family of Sister Robinson. Yes, indeed. God bless your soul. But let's find justice for Shanquella Robinson. Yes, indeed. And I know right now our brother Trey is on vacation, from what I was told. So big up to brother Trey. We're on point. And big up to everybody out here. Class Act is coming up at 6 p.m. Yes, indeed. So that's how we do. Bless everybody out there. Just stay blessed. Stay sucker free. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. Yaggah, yaggah, yaggah. Yes. Bless up. Love y'all. Woohoo!
From smoking caused illnesses each year.